Hello, welcome to my videos on my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the UEFA Champions League Match Day A League Phase 2024-2025 scores. Well, today was played the last match day, the last match day A of the league phase, where finally we know the 8 teams that qualified direct to the round of 16, the 16 plays that the 16 sorry the 16 teams that will play the knockout playoff to qualify to the round of 16, and the 10 teams and the 12 teams that were eliminated. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the games that were played today, the teams that qualified to the round of 16, the teams that qualified to the knockout playoff phase, and the teams that were eliminated. Well, today was a historic day because were played the 18 games in a day in the UEFA Champions League, the most in a game. So let's talk about today. So the first game, the Sporting Lisboa and Bologna tie 1-1. This game was very close. I think that the Sporting Lisboa was better team than Bologna, but in the end, the Bologna started to win in the game in the first half. But almost in the end of the game, the Sporting Lisboa tied the game and they got the point. With this with the tie, the Sporting Lisboa qualified to the knockout phase with 11 points with the 33rd place, and Bologna was eliminated since the last week. They finished in the 28th place. In another game, the PSV defeated the Liverpool 3-2. Before this game, both teams were qualified. The PSV was qualified to the knockout phase, and the Liverpool were qualified to the round of 16. About this game, Liverpool put the bench player, and the PSV took advantage of that, and they got the victory. It was a very important victory. With this victory, the PSV finished in the 14th place with 14 points in the knockout playoff phase, and Liverpool finished in the first place with 21 points, and they qualified direct to the round of 16. In another game that had nothing to play, the Zvezda defeated 1-0 John Boys as a away team. There is not much to comment about this game because both teams were eliminated since 2 weeks ago. The Zvezda finished in the 29th place with 6 points, and the John Boys were the worst team in the league phase, and they finished with winless. In another game, the PSG defeated Stuttgart 4-1 in Stuttgart, Germany. Before this game, Stuttgart needed to win this game and waste some combinations to qualify to the knockout phase, and PSG only needed a tie to qualify to the next round. The PSG didn't have any problem because they were leading 3-0 in the halftime. They had an easy game, and in the end, they won the game 4-1. With this victory, the PSG qualified to the knockout stage. They finished in the 15th place with 13 points, and Stuttgart was eliminated. They finished in the 26th place with 10 points. In another game that had nothing to play, the Sturm defeated 1-0 the Leipzig. There is not much to say about this game because both teams were eliminated. The Sturm finished in the 13th place with 6 points, and the RB Leipzig finished in the 32nd place with 3 points, and both teams were eliminated. In another game that had a loading game, the Manchester City defeated the Club Brugge 3-1. The Manchester City needed to win this game and waste some combinations to qualify to the playoff, and Club Brugge was qualified to the knockout round before this game. About this game, the Manchester City dominated this game, but they battled a lot because the Club Brugge in a counter attack scored his first goal in the end of the first half, and they were leading 1-0 in the halftime. With this score, the Manchester City needed to score 2 goals and win this game to qualify to the knockout phase. It looks very difficult, but in the end, the Manchester City could get that. They overcome the score. They come back and they won the game 3-1, and they qualified to the knockout phase. Manchester City finished in the 22nd place with 11 points, and Club Brugge finished in the 24th place with 11 points, and they were the last teams that qualified to the knockout phase. In another game, the Bayern Munich defeated 3-1 the Slovan Bratislava. Before this game, Bayern Munich were qualified to the knockout stage, and Slovan Bratislava was eliminated. Bayern Munich was the best team; they didn't have any problem, and they should have won this game by more than six goal difference, but they couldn't score any more goal. And the most important is that they got the victory. With this victory, the Bayern Munich finished in the 12th place with 15 points. They qualified to the knockout phase, and the Slovana Bratislava finished in the 35th place, and Wilnes and Slovana Bratislava alongside with Young Boys were the only teams that were Wilnes in this competition. In another game, the Inter Milan defeated the Monaco 3-0. The Inter Milan didn't have any problem because they have the game finished in the first 16 minutes of the game because they were leading the game 2-0. The Inter Milan took advantage that since minus 12, Monaco played with 10 men, and the Inter Milan took advantage of that. Inter Milan didn't have any problem because Monaco didn't shoot any goal on target. With this victory, the Inter Milan finished in the 4th place with 19 points, and they qualify direct to the round of 16. And with this loss, the Monaco couldn't qualify direct to the playoffs, and they went down until the 17th position with 13 points. They finished a very great performances, but they will place in the knockout phase, where most of the time the Monaco were in the round of 16 position. In another game, the Borussia Dortmund defeated 3-1 the Shakhtar. The Dortmund were qualified to the knockout round before this game, and the Shakhtar needed to win this game and waste some combination, almost a miracle. No, sorry, they were eliminated from the playoffs. The Borussia Dortmund didn't have any problem. They had an easy game, and they won in 3-1. With this victory, the Dortmund finished in the 10th place with 15 points, a very great performances, the runner-up of the last competition. And the Shakhtar finished in the 27th place with 7 points, and they were eliminated. In another game, another great game, the Barcelona and Atalanta tied 2-2. Before this game, both teams were qualified. The Barcelona were qualified to direct to the round of 16, and Atalanta were qualified to the knockout phase, and they needed to win to qualify direct to the round of 16. This was a very close game, where I think that Barcelona was a little better, but they couldn't take advantage to play in home. And in the end, this game finished in a tie 2-2. With this tie, the Barcelona couldn't get the first place, and they finished in the 2nd place with 19 points and a amazing league phase tournament. And Barcelona qualified direct to the playoff. And because this tied, the Atalanta couldn't qualify direct to the round of 16. They went down one position, and they finished in the 9th place with 15 points. And now they will have to play the knockout playoff phase. In another game, the Bayer Leverkusen defeated 2-0 Sparta Praga. Before this game, the Leverkusen was qualified minimum to the knockout phase, and they needed to win this game to qualify direct to the playoff, to the round of 16. And before this game, the Sparta Praga was eliminated. About this game, the Leverkusen didn't have any problem. They have an easy game, and they won this game 2-0, but they should have won this game by more than 3 or 4 goal difference. With this victory, the Leverkusen finished in the 6th place. They with 16 points, and they qualified direct to the round of 16. And with this loss, Sparta Praga were eliminated. They finished in the 31st place with only 4 points. In another game, another surprise, the Benfica traveled to Turin in Italy, and they defeated 2-0 Juventus. About this game, this was a very close game, but before this game, both teams were qualified to the knockout phase. About this game was very close, but Benfica took advantage of because they shoot six times on target, and they scored 2 goals, and this was enough to win this game. With this victory, the Benfica finished in the 16th place with 13 points, and Juventus finished in the 20th place with 12 points. In another game, and another surprise, GNK Dinamo defeated my favorite team Milan 2-1. Before this game, the Dinamo were eliminated. No, they needed to win, but more than 4 goal difference. but they couldn't to qualify to the knockout phase. And Milan were qualified before this game, but they needed to win this game and waste some combination to qualify direct to the playoff. About this game, this was a very close game, but the GNK Dinamo took advantage that since the minute 39, the Milan played with only 10 men, and the GNK Dinamo took advantage of that, and they won this game 2-1. They won the game, but importantly, the GNK Dinamo finished in the 25th place with 11 place. They were eliminated because they had a worse goal difference with Club Brugge, and for that reason they were eliminated. What a sad history. With this loss, the Milan get out of the round of 16 spot, the first 8 place spot, and the Milan finish in the 13th place with 15 points, and they will play the knockout phase playoff run. In another game, the Atletico Madrid traveled to Austria and defeated the RB Salzburg 4-1. Before this game, the Salzburg were eliminated, and the Atletico Madrid were qualifying minimum to the knockout playoff phase, and they needed a victory to qualify direct to the round of 16. The Atletico Madrid didn't have any problem. They have an easy game, and they were leading this game 3-0 in the halftime. They had an easy game. They should have won this game minimum by another 1 or another 2 goal difference, and in the end, they won the game 4-1. With this victory, the Atletico Madrid finished in the 5th place. They finished with 18 points, an amazing tournament, and they qualified direct to the round of 16. And the RB Salzburg finished in the 34th place with only 3 points, and they were eliminated. In another game, Lille defeated the Feyenoord 6-1. Before this game, both teams qualified to the knockout phase minimum, and both teams needed to win this game and win some combination to see if they could qualify to direct to the round of 16. About this game, the Lille were better team, to be honest. They have an easy game, and they won this game easily. The most important of the only to say is that Santiago Jimenez scored the only goal from Feyenoord, and he scored 5 goals in the league phase. This was amazing, but the problem is he got injured, I think so, and he only played in the halftime, I think so, in the first half. With this victory, the Lille finished in the 7th place with 16 points, and they qualified direct to the playoff. And the Feyenoord fell to the 19th place with 13 points, and they will play the knockout playoff phase. In another game, the Aston Villa defeated 4-2 the Celtics FC. Before this game, both teams had qualified to the knockout playoff phase, and Aston Villa needed to win this game to qualify direct to the round of 16. About this game, the Aston Villa was the best team that the Celtics. The Celtics put emotion because in the halftime, the game was tied 2-2, but in the second half, the Aston Villa showed that they are a better team than the Celtics. They took advantage to playing home, and they won this game 4-2. With this victory, the Aston Villa finished in the 8th place with 16 points, and they qualified direct to the round of 16. And the Celtic finished in the 21st place with 12 points, and they qualified to the knockout phase playoff. In another game, Arsenal traveled to Girona, Spain, and they defeated 2-1 Girona. Before this game, Girona was eliminated, and Arsenal qualified minimum to the knockout phase, and they needed minimum a tie to qualify direct to the playoff. About this game, the Barcelona suffered a lot, but in the end, they could get the victory because they were a better team, and they got the victory, and they deserved it, and they got the 3 points. With this victory, Arsenal finished in the 3rd place with 19 points, an amazing tournament until this moment, and they qualified direct to the playoffs. And the Girona were eliminated. They finished in the 33rd place with only 3 points, but most of the time, the points that they got didn't reflect how great they played this tournament. And the last game of this match day, the Real Madrid traveled to France to face Brest, and they defeated and humiliated the Brest 3-0. The reigning champion of this tournament and the king of this tournament, Real Madrid, didn't have any problem and defeated the Brest 3-0. About this game was very close, but you know who is Real Madrid. Real Madrid, you need to score the goal opportunities that you have, because if you score that goals, Real Madrid is going to take advantage of that, and when they have the opportunity to score the goal, they are going to 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 do it, and this is what happened. Real Madrid had a six goal on target, and they scored 3 goals, and this was enough to got the victory. With this victory, the Real Madrid finished in the 11th place with 15 points, and they qualified to the knockout run. And the Reds finished in the 18th place with 13 points, and they qualified to the knockout phase playoff. So this is amazing for them. So this is how finished the league phase table. The Liverpool, Barcelona, Arsenal, Inter, Athletic, Leverkusen, Lille, and Aston Villa. These 8 teams qualified direct to the to the round of 16. And something to say is that the Liverpool dominate this tournament, and they were leading the first place since the beginning to the end. This is amazing. So the 3 best teams in this tournament were Liverpool, Barcelona, and Arsenal. And the teams that will play in the knockout phase playoff will be Atalanta, Borussia Dortmund, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Milan, PSV, Paris, and Benfica, Monaco, Brest, Feyenoord, Juventus, Celtic, Manchester City, Sporting CP, and Brugge. And the 12 teams that were eliminated were the GNK Dinamo, Stuttgart, Shakhtar, Bologna, Zvezda, Sturm, Graz, Sparta Praga, Leipzig, Girona, Salzburg, Bratislava, and John Boy. So, what's next? This next Friday will be the knockout phase playoff draw. Well, we'll see the games that will be played in this playoff, because in this moment will be a draw to see which will this game. So I think I'm gonna to talk about this, or I'm gonna to give a video about this, the games that will be played in the knockout playoff phase. So this will be a very interesting, because you can see here that the potential phase will be Manchester City against Real Madrid, or Manchester City against Bayern Munich. It will be amazing, and it could be a Juventus against Milan game. This will be amazing. Another potential game will be a PSG against Monaco. This will be a great game, and also another Feyenoord against PSV. So this will be amazing. So in this video, I talk about the games that we will play today in the UEFA Champions League MatchDay A in the league phase. With this game, finish the league phase table. The 8 teams that qualified to the direct to the playoffs, the 16 teams that will play in the knockout playoff phase, that they will the 16 teams that will play in the knockout phase playoff, and the 12 teams that were eliminated, and the playoffs potential games. That, remember that this is Friday, will be the knockout phase knockout playoff phase. That will be the draw this next Friday, and we will know the series that will be played and the winner of this series will qualify to the round of 16. So this will be amazing. So in this video, I talk about that. I hope you like this video, and if you have any comment or suggestion, you can write me and any of my social media platforms. So see you next video. Gibran.